New day is upon us.
So it seems. But the more we do this, it's mind training, this beautiful communing. We're actually moving into timelessness. You're going to have an experience more and more of timelessness, away from the timeline of past and future. That's very peaceful. Jesus describes about the real world. There is no night and day happening in the real world. The mind is completely aware of the truth and not of change. But for now, there is much to do in terms of mind training, in terms of finding the peace within through removing the obstacles. Yeah, we are here in the process of setting up the new center. And thanks for your donations. A couple of you have given. It helps. Every bit helps. And if somebody else would like to give a donation and don't know how, just let us know. And yeah, you can just allow to go into stillness, invite the Holy Spirit. The lessons we're practicing now are all about finding the defense in the mind. Finding the thought of defense, the feeling of defense or control, contraction. It's something we can become more and more and more aware of. This defense is constituting the body and the world. Personal identity. In today's lesson, we call upon God's name. Call upon God's name, and then we cease to speak. We don't need more than that. Experience of God, of Source. God is all in all. Everything. This says in one of the paragraphs in today's lesson. Today you can achieve a state in which you will experience the gift of grace. You can escape all bondage of the world and give the world the same release you found. You can remember what the world forgot and offer it your own remembering. You can remember what the world forgot and offer it your own remembering. You can accept today the part you play in its salvation and your own as well. And both can be accomplished perfectly. Part you play in the world's salvation and your own. This is what we want to discover. It's crucial. The whole salvation of the world depends on this discovery. It can be accomplished perfectly. Salvation of the world and your own. All little things are silent. Little sounds are soundless now. The little things of earth have disappeared. The universe consists of nothing but the Son of God, who calls upon his Father. And his Father's voice gives answer in his Father's holy name. In this eternal, still relationship, in which communication far transcends all words and yet exceeds in depth and height whatever words could possibly convey, is peace eternal. In our Father's name, we would experience this peace today. In our true Father's name, in our source, we would experience this peace today. And in his name it shall be given us. His name is love. We can go within and call upon his name, our source. Source of life. And it's not really life in this world, it's true love without difference. An experience of peace. That's what we call upon when we call on God's name and our own. Unchanging peace. Staying, this openness in the mind. Don't let your mind go into different thoughts about the world, about past or future. Open your heart, stay. This stillness. Mind training is about being able to watch the mind and dismiss the thoughts that are unhelpful, thoughts that are fed by the ego, the random thoughts, the planning thoughts. Jesus says, be very alert with your mind. not to allow it to wander, mind wander. Watch your mind. And this can be a joyful experience. You will see the thoughts you don't want, the thoughts you don't need. And it's most joyful when the mind is willing to give them up. You don't want to stubbornly hold on to ego thoughts. You don't want to hold on to believing we are right about who we are, our situation. That's the defense. That's one of the defenses you can look at. Beauty is given you. Inner beauty from source. It's not from the external. This is a share that the body is outside of you. It's not who you are. Release bodies. Just give them over. Your own and others. The ego uses the body for its purposes, which is to get something. That whole idea can be released. When we offer our minds to spirit, the body can be used as a vehicle for atonement. Does anyone have anything you'd like to raise up today? Helle?
Good morning.
Good morning, Helle.
Yes, I have something. Something happens yesterday. I'm going to have 6 members from my family to visit me tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm making food and really enjoy they are coming. And yesterday I want to go to a little market, visit a little market. Close the village to me, and I went there with Annemette, my friend, and Karin knows her also, and she is also my neighbor, one of my neighbors. And we went to the market, and afterwards she wants to show me a really beautiful house and a really beautiful garden there in the little village. And we went there, and it's a huge garden with lavender flowers, and they are on the highest now, so it's so beautiful, and lots of lavender flowers around the huge garden. And the lavender flowers was up there was stones, really big stones, and they were planted on the stones. And then I used to talk to Annemette about my garden, because she is perfect about gardens and vegetables and herbs and so on. So I can get so much advice from her. And then when we were walking there, she told me, suggest me, you can do this, you can do that, and you can do this, you can do that also in your garden. And we talked about it, and it was wonderful. And then on our way home, I become weak in all my body, weak, and I think, should I become sick now? And what about my family tomorrow? And what about all things? And I think, I have not seen that come. and she asked me, is it because your family is coming? I have earlier told her that I'm not used to have guests, and I don't like to have so many people in my house, because then I can where should I be if I don't want them? I couldn't go anywhere. But it has nothing with that to do. And then on our way home, we found a bench and sat there and spoke about it. And then it comes to me that, and it was difficult for me to tell her that. Then other times when we have been together, other times when we was together around the island, she has also come with several suggested, we can see that, we can see this, we can, and that time I felt it was so annoying, and I said, and I couldn't stop her. I didn't know what to do, but it was irritating, and I was irritated to her, and it was that was coming up. And then we said, then she told me, she said, now you have found out. And then we broke up, and bye, see you later. So, and when
you have found out,
I have found out what the pain was, what the reason for the pain. And then I come home, and then the pain disappears from my body. But then I comes back to my school time. I went 2 years in high school, this gymnasiet in Danish. Yes, and there was a teacher. I have read a book, and then he told me, you have to analyze your book, the text. And I told him I didn't know how to analyze. I haven't learned that in the other school I have went to. And he got a little bit angry at me that I haven't learned that. And it comes up also yesterday. And I don't know why. And later I wrote an SMS to Annemette, where I thank you for our speak on the bench, and I comes deeper into something about my school time. And then she wrote me back, I don't know why you thank me. And then I wrote, maybe it was the Holy Spirit I should thank. And could it be so?
Always.
Maybe. And now I think it's difficult, but I'm better today, and I have really good sleep all the nights.
Yeah.
But I think it's important for me to share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, whenever there is compromise, you can get really exhausted. Perhaps, yeah, when there is a compromise in, you know, if you listen to stuff you don't want to listen to, or if it's a preoccupation with form, you know, that can actually make you really exhausted because your mind is not made for that. That's kind of unnecessary information. If you're in conversation with somebody and they maybe talk a lot or give a lot of information about form, you know, it can be that you want to check out. You don't want to, you know, it's too much about form, and it's compromise to engage in that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But now I think how did I meet her next time? She had offered me that I could pick flowers and herbs in her garden because I had to use something for tomorrow to my guests, and then I write her yesterday, oh, I don't want to have this. But your choice.
I think it's important to see what you're guided to do and compromise with that, because if the form gets too important, then the spirit, you know, seems to get obscured. So I will really give over the idea of having the flowers and see if it comes back as a very inspired idea. Then follow it. But otherwise, it's like the ego's way of making something better, you know.
First I thought that, oh, I don't want it. If I go to receive the flowers and the herbs from her garden, it is the ego, because I want to have. But then later I thought that, to give and to receive is the same in the truth.
Yeah.
And then
there is no rule. It's all about what is guided, what is truly inspired.
I would see what comes up later today.
Give it over and see if it
can. Give it over to the Holy Spirit. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. I look forward to Gotland.
To
meet you.
It will be very good.
So good.
We do too. It's not long now. Less than 2 months. Anybody else?
I started struggling with smoking, with the cigarettes, and throwing them away. You know, buying a pack and having maybe 2 cigarettes and then throwing them away. And this has become a thing. So I'd like some advice or guidance about that.
So you want to quit?
I don't actually.
Wow.
But I believe that I have to, or that I'm supposed to.
Well, yeah. I mean,
because
if you want
to distraction, really.
Well, yeah, you know, the Holy Spirit can use anything. I would say give it over and ask for guidance. If you're guided to smoke a cigarette, you know, do it with the Holy Spirit. Yeah. But we do have a rule here. If you want to come here, we have a non-smoking policy. So I know you're preparing for life in community. So, at some point you will need to quit before you come here. But yeah, I'd say it's not so helpful to be harsh with anything, but really to give it over. And you say you don't want to quit, then you can't, Can't quit when you don't want to quit. Then it's like a battle inside. So let the Holy Spirit guide it. How does that feel?
That is kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind. Let the Holy Spirit use it to help you undo judgment. Judgment that you think it's good or bad. And the idea of cause and effect, that it can, cause something. That it can cause something good, a good feeling, or something bad, an effect in the body. Because, on the packages of cigarettes, there are all those messages like smoking kills, for example. But you could change it. So, my unhelpful thoughts kill. My best thoughts, my belief in death, they are hell. They keep me in hell. Really, the cigarettes are as neutral as the body, or as neutral as a cup. But beliefs are powerful. So the beliefs make it what it seems to be. And in this world, there are many things. It's such an ordering of all the items that exist here. Like it's dangerous to eat deep fried chips. It's dangerous to eat too much sugar. And it causes this and that. Smoking causes cancer. All those false cause and effect relationships that have been projected as. So it's this huge ordering of the form. There are good things and bad things in the belief system of this world. But we're here to question that. But we need to be honest about our beliefs because they are so powerful. And because they're so powerful, we may see effects, that are confirmed by the world's thinking. But that's where we can start to question, well, I want to go much higher. And if we do everything with spirit, with guidance, that's how we undo these false cause and effect relationships. Yeah, because it feels like often we have come into some kind of habit of punishing ourselves, Perhaps even smoking has been a way of for you to really punish yourself, to beat yourself up if you happen to have a cigarette and throw them away and you get mad at yourself. But
Yeah, that's what's happening.
yeah,
It becomes a battle in the mind.
what did you say?
It becomes a battle.
Battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see that game, the ego is like fighting with you there, like making you wrong and yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, because these judgments, self-judgments and harsh thoughts, they are the ones to work with, not really behavior. To work on the harsh thoughts. Jesus says anger is never justified. Anger at anything, then is never justified. Anger at yourself, behavior, at cigarettes, it's not justified. Forgiveness is justified.
Always.
Yeah. So we support you in the undoing of these beliefs in false cause and effect. That's love you, Lena. Okay, anybody else would like to share? Muna?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry, my screen is playing up. I think I have a virus, so I have to stay present. Yes, thank you. That was so helpful. I think I have all these thoughts about my body. And it's this conflict about what is the body for. So I have this sorry, I can't, I'm just completely stumped by the whole conversation, because it's the conversation I have my body about cause and effect. I believe in death, and I believe like sex or sexual abuse caused death, because that was an experience for me. And so I've been struggling big time with about bodies and relationships and what I want and what Holy Spirit wants for me. So I've been trying to purify my mind by giving up bodies, giving up wanting bodies, and giving up wanting relationships with bodies, even though a part of me feels that that's needed to like just relax and stop putting the wrong meaning on bodies. But it's been like I think it's this belief in miscreation, is like our beliefs, the power of our beliefs, and that's what I'm present to, and I can't articulate it. It's like sharp knives in our hands when we believe the things we believe about our body.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't articulate it now. But
No, well, I hear you. I mean, I feel like it's a prayer for the healing of the belief in abuse being intruded on, being taken advantage of in a painful way, in a hurtful way.
Yeah. But it's a present, still a present belief now that did happen to me, not to the body, and that my participation in it made me bad. That's where my badness lies.
Yeah, so we can, when you say me, we need to question the identification with the body.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm collapsing self with the body. So I believe what happened to the body, the images, the projection, the perception, has actually happened to me, and that I participated. Something in me brought this forth, something bad in me. This is the badness. That's why I can't even speak, because right at the start of the journey, Holy Spirit said to me, your badness is blotting out your light. And I've never seen it so clearly as now.
Holy Spirit said to you? I don't think so.
The belief in badness is blotting my light. Yeah.
Belief in badness. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I understood what she meant, your badness, you quote unquote, your badness. But I never understood where my badness is coming from. And it's coming from this collapsing the self with the body and believing the body has participated in all these ungodly activities, behavior. And so now I'm still, up till now, I was confused about body relationships because, I still have bodily attraction, but I still make it bad. I still make it bad and still want to punish myself by pushing it away. I think that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you're very aware. You have become so aware of this pattern, of this fear of intimacy, attraction to bodies, both those dynamic in the psyche. And so you need to, and you can keep facing it, keep facing the fear. And the Holy Spirit has you, you can ask even more for guidance, for the opportunities to heal this, to face this fear. Because somewhere the fear of sexual intimacy, it's not a real fear. That's not actually what you're fearful of, but somehow that has crept in because, this is the storyline, and we all have a different storyline or sets of beliefs and experiences that we are forgiving. And for you, it has to do with the sexual abuse, and so ask for the opportunities to heal this belief, to heal this fear, and knowing it's not really about bodies, the bodies can be used for healing, relationships, and everything can be used for the healing and the facing of this stuff. And I know what you're talking about, and it can be very intense because the fears can pop up as unexpectedly, like you didn't know you had those fears of being intruded on, or because it's been pushed away because it was fearful to experience rape. And I know from my own experience, and to work through it, to keep facing those fears, and then let the Holy Spirit send whatever is healing your way, and keep being willing, because it is an emotional healing journey, to come to the metaphysical experience. It's an emotional healing. Can't skip that part. So I'm so glad that I feel like you're really determined to heal those.
Yeah, it feels like the mind is giving up its secrets very slowly. It feels like different parts of my mind are holding on to different secrets. And so today is like I'm feeling it on the right-hand side, The other day it was like different parts of the mind are hanging on to secrets, literally, from me. Like this, to me, I understand the metaphysics of it, but to me, it's like a part of me didn't know that. It's like it's coming online, literally. It's like it's coming online just now, just as Lena, I think, was speaking. I don't want to give up cigarettes. I'm like, I don't want to give up physical relationships, but I feel like they're bad for me. I'm making them bad and wrong.
Well, let's question that belief. No.
Yeah, it's the body, it's giving the body meaning when it doesn't have any meaning. I'm making bodies bad and wrong. I'm making sex bad and wrong. And so I'm making myself bad and wrong. But really, it's a part of me gets very frustrated how slow the release of secrets from the mind is. But that's the game the ego's playing, and I just have to be patient. And yes, I'm committed to healing this, because there's nothing else. We all know there's nothing else but healing. And another part of me is very present to the beauty of the self and the beauty of my brother. But it's just the secrets the mind keeps. So really grateful for this conversation.
Yeah, and I think, what you're giving up and what you want to give up is the ego's use of bodies and relationships, and let the Holy Spirit offer you the relationships that are healing, because it's not about giving up, and that you can question that belief that relationships are bad for you. Physical intimacy is bad for you. No, it's neutral. Both of them are neutral, but since you have healing to do in that area, actually, you do need to let the Holy Spirit offer you the relationships that will help you heal. The intimacy that will help you heal. The intimacy that will help you heal the fear. That's going to happen.
Yeah, I think the last thing I need to give up is using fear as a protection device. And I've been aware of this ego strategy for a long time. Like if I keep the fear, then all men will stay away from me. And I won't fall again. I won't fall from grace all over again. So it's been a very misguided strategy. It's been an ego strategy, and I've been allowing it, but it's very deep, it's very unconscious. Only at the surface, I'm aware that I use fear as a strategy to keep everyone away.
Yeah. But you can see that.
All people, not just all people, everybody. It's like a blanket no to all people. Like the word people is bad. It's like people are trouble, stay away from them. It's the only way to stay safe. And I believe that at a level that I'm not aware of, because like you say, the rape was just so intense and so deep. It felt true for me that bodies do hurt me.
Yeah, but you're coming out of that fear, or that use of fear as safety. You're seeing through that. I feel like you're questioning that now. It is a sad belief.
It is, but it's like when it's so automatic, when another body so close to me, it's still automatic. It's difficult to call Holy Spirit. So it just needs a lot more commitment from me to feel the fear. It's okay, feel the fear until I stop using it as a strategy and I don't allow the ego to use me, as a weapon against the truth.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen through the same stuff, using fear as a strategy, and because At one point, it seemed to be called for, you know.
Seems to be what, sorry?
It seemed called for in the past.
Well, yes.
But I've seen through that for myself, you know, so I know what you're talking about. It's, you're on your way now. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think the more you can approach people, you know, and approach purposeful relationships, even come for community stay or retreats, you know, like you have been thinking about, feels good. That's very helpful.
You know what, Jenny, I wanted to expose this private thought around communities and spiritual communities, because I feel protected in a community. The fear really comes when I'm like in real life, like I'm thrown on the street with these godless people and I need to protect myself. That's where the fear kicks in big time. So yeah, that's the fear I need to face when there's no Jenny, no Barret, and no spiritual community to, you know, express with. It's just a normal, ordinary human being. You know, like my neighbor's voice triggers me no end. It's these life situations that I need the Holy Spirit to help me with. So yeah, I just wanted to share that private thought.
Well, I think also that's a concept. That's a concept you're holding to. I don't actually believe in that. I think the fear of intimacy comes up big time in community because you are so close to seeming other bodies, you know, and the fear of true communication is in your face every day here too, you know, fear of true joining. So yeah, I agree with you. You can practice anywhere, but I don't really believe that community is some kind of safe haven, because it isn't. It's just another place, another opportunity to face the fear of intimacy and having a lot of stuff flushed up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah, so it's good. It's like a, you know, finding beliefs is, that's the path. Finding and questioning beliefs in the mind. Not letting the unconscious mind rule. It's the journey for all of us. Who else would like to share? Peter.
Hi.
Hello.
Lot of fear came up while Muna was speaking and struggling to breathe. I think I've been feeling angry, and I think my fear is about communicating that I think I'm angry with God. That feels unacceptable, but I'm not absolutely sure. Felt like I've had all this tension in my shoulders, and then I was just releasing them in the meditation a little bit. Then I thought, okay, this feels like anger, but it's quiet. Maybe watching the film, I was angry, but I didn't feel it. I just felt blank yesterday. And this feels, that makes sense. This makes sense to me, but I can feel a hot energy in my breath. I could, when I was looking at what I thought was this anger, just a little earlier, I thought I could feel this anger around my parents, and that felt fairly easy. And then around God, I noticed I was sort of blanking a bit. Feels a bit distant. So I just wanted to say that because I can feel like it doesn't feel acceptable to be angry with God. It feels like I'm sort of in my head now to say that, probably.
So you're in touch with the fear too, underneath the anger.
Yeah, that was really fearful when you were speaking with Muna, and like struggling to breathe. I'm still struggling to breathe somewhat.
So maybe we join here and breathe. Just allow yourself to breathe. It's safe. There is nothing scary. I think it's like your PTSD is triggered whenever there is talk about sexual abuse. It's like,
wow, that's true.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
So yeah, breathe. There's no need to think about it. Just allow that feeling. You're safe. You can even hug yourself. Put your hand on your tummy. Just feel.
So that publicly.
Yeah, just allow it. Just breathe with it, allow it. No need to think.
Yeah, it's a lot of shame. Just when you said that about holding myself or touching myself.
Well, it's for the purpose of caring, receiving the care that you should have received when you were abused. It's like you can care now of that fear. It's safe. Feels good as you breathe with it. You can feel yourself sitting there, how safe it is. Your feet on the floor, safe, stable.
I think I feel angry. I feel energy moving.
Yeah, I think it's a habit. Like when the fear is there, there's also the anger, but the anger is almost like a defense against
Right.
sadness or the fear. Anger can be almost a go-to or a habit. But what is underneath that anger?
Well, there's a sadness and hurt, but it also felt like maybe I'm covering up the anger. So.
Maybe that too.
Sorry?
Yeah, maybe that too, yeah. But there is no blankness, you can be inviting to, okay, what is the blankness covering up? What's underneath this blankness feeling? And you can ask that to come to awareness. Because blankness is also a defense.
Yeah. Felt like that. I felt fear yesterday sharing about it. It was like desperate. Just whatever you do, just speaking with Barret, don't criticize me. Don't make this wrong. I couldn't bear that. couldn't bear that. I just, not that I thought he would, but I just could feel the fear of,
Mhm.
I could feel that's what I do. I'm remembering that now. Just, it's like attacking myself, and I felt really unaccepting of it.
Yeah, it's all it is, self-judgment. Don't make me wrong.
Yeah.
But you made yourself wrong.
I remembered that. And then I think we moved away, and then it was my turn.
Mm.
A really critical voice, very intense. Yesterday, I remembered that.
Yeah, just join with you in mind.
Please.
Yeah, it's safe to look at anything, to allow this feeling. And it feels helpful to take it. I was going to say, it feels helpful to take it into here and now most of the time. To not explain it with the past, to take it into here and now. Just allow the emotion to be released, Feel how safe you are. Yesterday we read the lesson, and I will be still an instant and go home.
Yeah.
And he says there, you may think it's a childhood home you seek, or he said you don't even actually remember your childhood. It's now so distorted that you can't even say that it was you experiencing it. Some memories are even distorted. We can't say we're right about them. Feelings can come up. Good.
I feel somewhat ashamed, but it's just like this desperate, shrieking voice. Oh God. Help me, help me.
Yeah, fully feel that prayer, fully allow that feeling.
God, save me, please.
Yeah, and breathe. It's okay. Don't judge this. Just allow this.
I feel it's strong shame asking God, asking anybody, I
Well, luckily, God isn't anybody.
think. Yeah.
God is the only one we ever ask, and also the only one that answers. Yeah,
So-
so the-
Desperate secret somehow it's like
yeah. It's safe to look at the secret, the private thought.
it's like, yeah, the words there, but I don't know if they're true, and I'm frightened of getting it wrong or something, or blaming, or it's like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why are you doing this?
So is this about the memory? Is this about some abuse memory? Yeah, you can look at us now. Feel that you're here, you're safe. Yeah. I think you just dipped into memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not what I'm trying to find? Is that not trying to release?
You're just allowing emotions up. You don't need to try to find something. This is right there in the core of that emotion is already the memory. So there's no need to try to find something.
Yeah. It's just very intense. It's very intense. I don't know what it is, but it's just intense, gripping. Yeah. Yeah, I feel my mouth is tightening and
Yeah, that's why it feels good for you to realize you're here. You're with us. Nothing fearful is happening. You can connect with Solveig, maybe take her hand, or feel that there is a big, big difference from that trauma, that fear, and what is here and now. Here and now, you're not abused. Here and now, you're very safe and loved. And you can be loving.
Yeah, so you smiling, and then I just had to cry, and it's like, it was, what is this? It feels like, it could feel like sadness, but it actually felt like relief. There is shame there, but there's just like a relief. It's like, okay, maybe I can. I'm not sure if this is right, but maybe I can let this in.
Yeah. No doubt you can. Yeah.
Sorry?
No doubt you can. Let this in. Yeah. It's good. And even when the healing happens like this, it doesn't define you, it doesn't define Peter. It is just emotions moving through. And so you don't need to feel shameful about it. It's very healing.
Yeah.
And the more, I feel the more you can differentiate between, you're here now in the present, safe, and see the rest is past, that's going to help you to reconnect with spirit, with the present moment.
Yeah.
Keep telling yourself, I'm here, it's safe. This present moment is beneficent and helpful.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're saying. I do know it somewhere. So it's a bit confusing.
Yeah, confusion will fall away.
Yeah. I started gripping again and around my sort of rectal area very intensely. It's almost too much.
Yeah, so you can be aware of that and relax.
Just trying to,
Yeah. And keep saying that I'm safe right now. Nothing's happening right now. I don't have to grip. I don't have to feel this tension. It's safe. I can relax.
Yeah. Today's lesson just came strongly back into my mind, just like the word God.
Yeah, use the daily lesson. Very helpful.
Feels good to be open to God.
Yeah. That's very good.
I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like enough. I can feel the tightness again.
Yeah, we
Feel
can
like
move on, but it feels like
trying. Yeah.
Yeah, you can allow to rest in this healing.
Yeah. It feels
space.
good
Yeah.
to expose a lot of it.
And I think every time you feel the tension coming back, it's just, it's just the ego trying to get back. It's almost a habit. So you say, no, this is healing. I'm okay to keep in this space, this open space.
I can feel that cycle of self-accusation with it, being cowardly and so on. But yeah,
Such a bad habit. Yeah, self-attack, self-judgment. Yeah.
Good just to name it and see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's let it go.
I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Peter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have anyone else like to share something here?
Don't have to hold back.
No, if there's anything at all that is feeling not peaceful, it's okay to bring it up. I see you, Lena. And if somebody else that hasn't shared yet, would like to share. I did want to say, when other people share, watch your own mind, because if you go into other people's emotions, that's called false empathy, and that's not helpful for your mind. Calling is to stay, to clear anything, just keep clearing. Okay. I don't see any other hands, so Lena.
Yeah, I remember when you, on another session, when you told us about what has been coming up for you, Jenny. And it triggered a huge defense in me. And it's the same when Peter shared now. huge defense that I feel. And what comes up to mind is, that I get angry when I feel spirit's touch on my, don't touch me. That's my immediate response. Don't touch me. And I do have memories. I have been abused as a child by my big brother. And I've also been raped several times as an adult, young adult. I have these memories. It's just that I feel that I haven't approached it emotionally. I haven't been able. I haven't been able to allow any emotions with it.
Right, that's why you feel defensive. You defend against your emotions.
Afraid.
Yeah. But I'm with you, Lena. It is safe to face them. Yeah, just breathe.
It's like I can't even take a walk and not being afraid of meeting a man. Noticing that he's looking at me in a certain way, then I just want to disappear. And even my landlord, who's in his 80s, when I notice him watching me in shorts, having a look at my legs, and, it triggers something in me that I just want to run off. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe.
Yeah, breathe. Thank you for sharing this.
God. I was in England as a young girl. It's about 18 years old. I went to England to work with racehorses because I've been with horses.
Yeah.
That's been my profession, kind of.
Wait with this, just don't run into this story, but
to go with it.
Now your feeling is right here.
Like, I so much wanted a boyfriend, but this is in the way. The relationship, but I refuse to have sex, I refuse to for many years.
No, it's okay. And it is safe to allow those feelings that you have been pushing away.
I think it just was going to come all at once. It's that the ego's just screaming, just keep pushing it away, keep pushing it away. It's like I'm afraid to remember something I don't want to remember.
Yeah, and you'll only remember it as you actually are ready, as it actually is helpful. So you don't actually need to fear that.
This just being at the island the other day by the sea. I was walking around the whole island by myself, and there was a man sitting on the bench, and he watched me walking by, and I could feel him, like the way he watched me. It was not in the, it was in the way that it made me so fearful that I couldn't look at him. No, I couldn't. I just had to focus straight ahead. I just had to ignore him, and I didn't dare to look at him.
Yeah, so this is clearly trauma, memories, even surpassing a man is scary because of what happened, because of what some man did to you when you were a teenager, your brother did to you when you were a child. So you feel unsafe, but these are the memories. You're facing this fear. It's good enough to allow this. You're very, very safe. And it seems like you have tried to push this away because it has been so scary.
Yeah.
But I think we're called together so that you can safely allow it and look at it. Even right now, just like we did with Peter, feel your strength. Maybe you can touch your couch where you sit with your hand, just release that tension, feel your strength, push a bit against the couch, feel your own strength. I'm safe, I'm strong, I'm here. Think those safe thoughts. These memories can be faced. These fears can be faced and released. It's not, it didn't happen. It's not happening right now. It was a scary seeming event. But I actually hear Spirit say it didn't happen. And this is the truth. This is the truth for me also, and for Muna, and for Peter. It didn't happen. Because nothing happened. This is the illusion. And it is times like a nightmare. You're waking up from a nightmare. An illusion can safely be handed over. Holy Spirit wants it. He says, it's not real, so just give it to me. Just give it to me. Give all your fearful thoughts and memories to me. The Holy Spirit says, they aren't real. Not real. Yeah, you know, true, real safety is your birthright. It's your rightful experience. So whenever these fears come up, when you walk outside or when you see a man looking, when that fear comes up, question him that this isn't real. This isn't real. Give these perceptions over. You're going to feel more and more safe. You're worthy to feel safe and happy and loving. Yeah. Yeah. Not real.
You. Go to you next.
Hey, you can hear me all right. Our connection isn't so good this morning.
I hear you well. It's good.
Okay. I just want to expose some judgments. I get it most of the time when I hear Peter sharing and the kind of exchange you guys have. I don't know. Judgments tend to arise very quickly, but it comes in a form of a feeling, you know, like this is, I don't know exactly what it is, but I just want to expose it because I know there's a big part of me that wants to be right about what I see. I can see that. And like the way it is for me now, like having any kind of righteousness or strong opinions, I just feel this bad feeling in the stomach. So I'm glad in a way because it's a real quick indicator that I have a perceptual problem. You know, it's not what I'm seeing, it's not out there, it's something with me. So yeah, I just want to expose this and just bring it back, you know, bring it back to me, really.
Yeah.
I just want to let it go. I don't want to judge any shares, whether they're long or short or whatever. I just want to just be here in a non-judgmental way, you know, and just be relaxed.
Beautiful. Can I share a symbol with you?
Yeah.
On our screen right now, because you're on speaker view, on our screen, Peter is like an extension of you. He's right above your head. I think we can see that as a symbol of you being the same one.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for releasing judgment.
Good.
We'll change your name again to Matthew Non-Judgment.
We can go to Solar next.
I feel like just naming something that's up for me around sexuality coming up in this meeting, and I'm aware of recently I experienced that that if Peter asked very directly, like, do you want to have sex? I realized, because I've in the past felt a lot of fear around a direct question like that. But I recently realized a bit of anger. And then in this session, it just came up so strong. It's not a bit of anger, it's a rage. It's a really, really deep rage. And I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the word pride comes as you say that.
Pride?
Mm-hmm. Because perhaps this is, you associate this with something from the past.
Mm.
If there is this like judgment, he shouldn't ask you. You know, that is pride. And maybe there is shame around sexuality, judgment around it.
Yeah, I think that's what comes up right now. I think there's a really quick judgment of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something about, whoa, yeah, like a getting thing, like wants to get something from me.
Yeah, so that's an interpretation.
It happens so fast.
If it's a direct question, that can be a direct answer. It can be yes, or it can be no.
Yeah, I think my past around using sex as people pleasing comes up there. So the rage, I'm not actually sure it's directed towards him. It's a rage against myself. It just feels like a rage for, yeah.
Mm.
And I actually feel in the situation, I feel unable to actually feel if I want or not. It's like a question I can't answer. It's in that moment.
Mm-hmm. So maybe the answer is, well, give me a moment. I'll see. I'll let you know.
I'm surprised around the rage. I've been so used to the fear. and the shame and everything, but the rage is really surprising me. There's a part of me that wants to know why. I can see that. I want it's explained or something.
Well, it sounds like it can be a good opportunity to have a conversation about it, and maybe you're healing something if it's, come to a place of rage. If you used to be people pleasing in that area, and now there's rage, it's like a step forward.
Okay. Okay. So I don't need to analyze the rage. I can just allow it. Look
Yeah.
at it.
Maybe next time you won't have rage, you will just sit down and talk and explore the idea.
Yeah.
Explore what emotions are there. Yeah.
I did actually express my anger last time. So that was good. To allow and say, oh, I feel some anger.
Yeah.
I think that's
How you two are so focused on healing. Like Peter nods. He agrees that it was helpful that you expressed the anger last time. Yeah.
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 It was clean.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So that direct allowing is very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, it feels like it's been deep and raw today. So be very gentle now with yourselves. Wake up to true empathy. Well, I love you, everyone. See you.
See you soon.